This is one of those things where to make that great comedy, you've got to follow a little bit of the formula.
I'm not really a big fan of romantic comedies in general.
This week's Movie Feuds is sponsored by Corner Stork Baby Gifts. Shop Corner Stork Baby Gifts for the most adorable, affordable selection of keepsake quality baby gifts ever to be unwrapped at a shower. Stecky's Media, your SEO partner.
Hey everyone, welcome to Movie Feuds, the show lets you decide some of the biggest debates in movie history. What are you doing?
You mind if I just toss on the brakes real quick?
Never stopped our show before. Go ahead.
Thank you. You know how our tagline, more than just reviews, this is Movie Feuds, is absolute garbage?
That's actually really great to hear, since obviously you know I created that.
Well, people have been talking.
No, they haven't.
I've taken it upon myself,
like you usually do,
per usual, to come up with a couple of my own gems.
Can't wait.
Disclaimer, these aren't perfected, just better than the current. Number 1, watch Adam and Corey go at it hard each week.
Are you serious? That's not sexual to you?
How is that sexual?
Watch Adam and Corey go at it hard?
I'm not in love with it, just an appetizer to get the beak wet. Here comes the entree. Number 2, stick Adam and Corey in your ears and eyes.
What the hell does it even mean? And why is there so much sexual innuendo?
Okay, I don't know what innuendo means, if that's even a word, but I'm going to move on to the main course. Number 3, wake up with Adam and Corey in your bed.
How is that anything but sexual?
I think it's perfect, you know? Okay, here's how it is. People are watching our show in the morning, so it's reasonable, albeit likely, that they're tuning in from the comfort of their own bed.
We release our episodes in the afternoon, and it's clear you've never used the word albeit before because you used it incorrectly. Well, this week, Adam and I curl up in our blankets and watch this horror film called Paranormal Activity.
Movie sucks.
An indie horror film that won a ton of awards, went to the big screen, just a good rags to riches story here. I was thrilled.
Rags to riches. I already saw this rag. It was called Blair Witch Project. I hated it then. I hate it now.
Really? That's your comparison? The handycam thing is the only thing you're going off?
I'm just comparing the dirty rags.
A lot of films play with the idea of haunted houses or demon possession, but if you don't like that style of movie, then you're not going to like it, but doesn't mean it's bad.
Cloverfield, District 9, also use that kind of shaky cam approach. It's just that in Paranormal Activity, it's almost unwatchable. Usually around this time in the review, we go through the list of actors in the film. Well, this one doesn't have any.
It's an indie film. It has indie actors. They're not big names. It didn't need big names. The whole thing was shot with $15,000.
Indie acting. Okay, well, what I saw was a couple bitching at each other the whole time. If I want to see a fat white woman bitch, I'll just go to the local Walmart guest services section and cut in front of her.
I didn't even think she was that fat.
Well, you also thought this movie was good, so we're both lying today.
Paranormal Activity had all the scary elements you want to find in a horror flick. Had the slamming and creaking doors, the shrieks and the screams. Had the ruffled sheets and you think somebody's underneath there.
You knew something happened last night.
All the stereotypes are present.
And it had all the jump scares in the dark when they jump out in front of you in the camera.
I hate this. Corey's just throwing out words at this point. Ruffled sheets, ruffled feathers. I didn't find this thing scary at all. I mean, I think I jumped one time, and that was the final shot. But that's because the director threw the actor right at my face. I think it was reaction at that point.
You're missing all the scary scenes. I mean, you've got the girlfriend hovering over the top of his bed and staring at him for like 3 or 4 hours. Also, you have the girlfriend getting drugged from the bed out the door. You hear the big shriek as the door slams. Plus, there's a good build-up in the story when you find out the two sisters actually summoned the demons when they were kids and they grew up and now they're getting haunted.
So this, let's call it a haunting, has happened to you before moving into this house?
Yes. It started when I was 8. I
You know, I was living with my family, of course, and shared a room with my younger sister, Christy. She was 5.
There was no fear chord struck with this guy, and that's the major problem. Also, those scenes you listed are what, maybe 20 minutes, a half hour of the runtime? We have another hour 15 of them just standing around talking, meeting with psychiatrists, and it's just worthless filler.
Adam had nightmares for months after this flick.
Because it was awful.
He just won't admit it. But as an indie horror film, it's almost as good as it gets. Not quite up to speed with the Halloween saga, but it's still pretty good. But we want to hear from you. So go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/moviefeuds or on our website, moviefeuds.com. Let us know what you thought about Paranormal Activity.
And we'll see you next week for another good old-fashioned Adam and Corey movie beat-off.
Screw it, I'm out.
That's going to stick. That tagline's going to stick.
A lot of films play with the idea of haunted houses and demon possession, but Paranormal Activity did it best. If you don't like that style, you're just not gonna like this movie. But I was in it.
You were in it?
I was in.
But I was in it. You may see me. I'm
But as an indie horror film, it's about as good as it gets.
Jack Nicholson.
Not quite up to. Really? I don't know what that means.
As good as it gets?
It's not quite Jack Nicholson. As good as it gets.